What you see Bill during the day at work, he's going to be like that at night or during the weekend. Bill is about as consistent of an individual. There are no two parts to Bill.
One of the reasons Bill is such a wonderful contributor and leader at Baylor is because of his Christian faith. Leading from a place of faith at an institution that is faith-based is critical, and he's done that well, and he does it with a deep conviction.
When I'm faced with a big decision or I'm wrestling with something, I obviously go to God's Word, I pray, I seek the wisdom of my wife, and seek the wisdom of Bill Mearse.
He listens before he comments. He'll solicit input from the individuals, and he'll give that credit back to the individual.
Bill was always a force of organization. When he walked into the room, he had that kind of stability or poise.
A lot of people may not know that Bill was really quite the softball player, a good hitter, good fielder. Now, running the bases, let's put it this way. If you saw Bill get a hit, you could go to the concession stand and get a Coke, and by the time you got back, you could still catch him rounding third base. And it was so unique that we gave it its own name. It's called Mearse Speed. And that's how he is in life today. Not slow to make a decision, but very deliberate, very careful.
He's been through a lot in his professional career, and I do think that when you work through difficult times and challenges, it gives you a sense of humility because you kind of recognize that you're a small part of this bigger story.
He flies a little bit below the radar screen. He was Chief Operating Officer of Accenture Worldwide. I didn't even know that as one of his dear friends. I went, holy moly.
That speaks to his humility. He sees the big picture. He's a visionary. And you combine that with the wisdom and humility, and you want to serve with him.
He's so gifted, right? His strategic mind, his quantitative ability, his financial acumen, his process orientation, his human side of him, all of these attributes allow him to really see both the opportunity and the challenges along the way and how to overcome those. And because he's always focused on worthy things, especially kingdom-worthy things. When he gets like that, it's like gold.
Bill's a good guy, and he is. He's fun to be around. When people see Bill, they don't get to see the sense of humor side of him, but he can tell as many jokes as anybody else.
Once he met Tanya, he started dressing a whole lot better. Bill has taken her from Alaska to Malaysia, partner meetings all over the world. She's been by his side. She's been that wise counselor he could rely and lean on.
They're always together. They're a great team. It's almost, like it's part of God's plan for what Bill and Tanya are set out to do, which is to go out and help others. I mean, it's just kind of their mission. He and Tanya have always been involved in giving back, and I think that is just a great statement of who they are.
From Baylor College of Medicine to Baylor University to MAM to Spring Spirit and many other ministries Bill has been involved in, and he's not slowing down at all.
When you talk to Bill and you hear about his deep care and concern for others, it is driven out of his faith and the recognition that we are to love others as we love ourselves, and believes it deeply. And he invests a lot in others and wants to see them nurtured and developed so that their gifts that God has given them can be used to the full potential that they have, and that they can go out and make a difference in the world.
If we had more people doing like Bill Mearse, I think some of the complications in society would be overcome without a lot of tension, without a lot of conflict. I think things can happen when people are committed to doing the next right thing like he is. And they're gifted with diplomacy and poise and grace and intelligence. I think we would have something that people can rally around versus something that people can fight around.
We feel like, Bill will never totally retire because as long as he has breath on this earth, he is going to be serving the Lord.
I think he has more energy today and better dressed today than he was.
That's right.
Than he was 30 years ago. And we just need another good 20 or 30 years out of Bill, then he can say, well done, my good and faithful servant.